you ain't with it, then get up the block. Crack your fucking head, leave a husky knot. We ain't all about love, nigga. You looking at ex-gang members, ex-convicts, and ex-drug dealers. Everything is a balance with us. When the teacher speaking, it's a silence with us. Cause we real soldiers for your Howard Shah. Other false gods don't want no challenge with us. Islam and Christianity is the biggest drug.
Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah. That's the Most High's name. And the name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, right? What's up, brother? So you said you had a question about regeneration, or you just wanted the breakdown?
Yeah, a brother mentioned it to me.
Okay.
And a brother mentioned it to me, and I mean, I'm familiar with like Elijah and John the Baptist, but like that's like really the extent of like what I know. So I don't really know anything. To be honest.
You know the scripture with John the Baptist? Like, would you know how to prove that?
Yahweh said that he was Elijah.
Okay.
And that's really, and I know they dress the same with the leather belt. You know what I'm talking about on the camel, the camel hair. That's it.
Well, let me just show you that, just so you know what I mean, just so I can refresh your memory a little bit. You got that? I think it's in Matthew 10. Yeah, you get that.
Malachi chapter 4 verse 5. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord.
And so he's going to send you Elijah, right? Again. Wait, go back. You could really start somewhere else. Yeah, read the next verse.
Malachi chapter 4 verse 6. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers.
Right. So he was just prepping them for, you know what I mean, for Yahweh Shah. And he was supposed to come before Yahweh Shah, you know, him being his cousin. But you got that in Matthew, or what you got? It's in Matthew 10. I think.
Mark 11, 9, verse 11, right?
There's one in Matthew too.
Yeah. I'll find it.
It's Matthew 10. Or 11, right?
Mark chapter 9 verse 11. And they asked him, saying, Why say the scribes that Elijah must first come? And he answered and told them, Elias very cometh first, and restoreth all things. And how it is written of the Son of Man, that he must suffer many things, and be set at naught.
So yeah, I mean, like, you know what I mean, they prophesied that the Son of Man would suffer many things, but read the next verse.
Verse 13. But I say unto you that Elias is indeed come, and they have done unto him whatsoever they listened, as it is written of him.
Give me that in Matthew, actually. I like it better in Matthew.
Matthew 11:14.
Yes, America, nigga! We built this, nigga! Not you, nigga!
Matthew chapter 11 verse 13. For all of the prophets and the law prophesies until John, and if he were received, this is Elias which was for to come.
It says this is Elias. That Elias is just another. It's like a Greek way of saying Elijah. But no, continue on that, bro.
Shit.
Yeah, don't drop it, bro.
You want me to read 15?
I'm a soldier, nigga! Fuck you!
I read 14.
Oh yeah, that's fine, yeah. But you had some?
The judgment like unto a ring.
Nah. I want to ask you, what else you got?
12
and 7? Yeah, get that.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it.
So you understand that, like we all go back to the dust. You know what I mean? And then the spirit, every spirit, all the heathen, they all go up to the Father. You know what I mean? Like, and can you actually give me Ecclesiastes 3? And give me 2nd Ezra 14 and 35.
Yeah, 14, 35. I got 35 right now.
Okay. Yeah, get that.
2nd Ezra chapter 14 verse 35. For after death shall the judgment come.
For after death shall the judgment come. Meaning, you know what I mean? After you die, the judgment will come. And then, actually read this verse.
Which one? 3 and
16 or 15. Yeah, 16.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 3 verse 16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment.
So you saw under the sun the place of judgment. So judgment happens here on earth.
That wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there.
So wickedness is here, and then righteousness takes place here. Takes place here in here on earth, on this planet. But read that again.
2nd Ezra chapter 14 verse 35. For after death shall the judgment come.
So after death shall the judgment come, which we just seen. It takes place on the earth. And can you give me Sirach 41 and 8?
When we shall live again, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifested.
And then you know what I mean, the names of the righteous shall be manifested. That's ultimately talking about what's supposed to come in the end time. That's when the righteous are going to be manifested. And of course we don't know who those people are, but we'll see. You know what I mean, according to who he chose. You feel me? But is that it or?
Oh yeah, I got more.
Yeah, go to.
And the works of the ungodly shall be declared.
Right.
Let no man therefore come unto me now, nor seek after.
I think that's it. Okay. Yeah, get this.
What verse?
8 to 10.
That was Ezra still?
You said what?
We still reading Ezra?
Now it's 2nd Ezra 14 and 35, just showing you where judgment takes place. But here's another one.
8 through 10?
Yeah.
God. This is Sirach chapter 41, starting at verse 8. Woe be unto you ungodly men, which have forsaken the law of the Most High God.
Which have this is talking about the ungodly men, the same ungodly men, like their works shall be declared. So go ahead.
For if you increase, it shall be to your destruction.
Right? There's many people, there's many of our people out here that are you know what I mean, they're up there, you know what I mean, like as far as like being a celebrity, you know what I mean, having status, you know what I mean. But if they forsake the law, that's going to be their destruction. But go ahead.
And if you be born, you shall be born to a curse. And if you die, curse shall be your portion.
And if you die, a curse will be your portion. Ultimately, like, you know what I mean? What?
John 9.
Hold on.
Verse 10. All that are of the earth shall turn to earth again. So the ungodly shall go from a curse to destruction.
So the ungodly shall go from a curse to destruction, ultimately. Talking about like I mentioned, like the ungodly there, like that's like their works. That's how it shall be declared. And we all know, like you know what I'm talking about. I think it's Galatians 3 and 10. Can you get that for me? Because we're gonna see what the works are. What'd you have?
I got John 9 and 1 about the blind man, and then I got Matthew 19:28 about regeneration.
Okay, let me get this first.
Address her first, and you can come back to him. Oh, there you go. All praise.
Okay, get that real quick.
Galatians
10. Yeah.
Just that one?
Yeah.
Come on. This is Galatians chapter 3, verse 10. For as many as are of the works of the law are under the curse.
Right. So many times you'll come across a Christian. They be like, "What are the works? What are the works?" Did you hear that about it by any chance? Did you hear what I just brought up?
Galatians 3:10.
Yeah.
For as many are of the works of the law are under the curse.
So the works of the law, you're under the curse if you don't. Go ahead.
For it is written, cursed is everyone that continueth not in all things which are written in the book of the law to do them.
So if you're not doing these works, it means you're cursed. If you don't keep the law that is written in the Most High, in the Most High's law. But what'd you have, bro? Oh yeah, get that. Yeah, this is a good example right here too, bro.
John chapter 9 verse 1. And as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth.
So this man was blind from his birth. And actually, can you give me, was that Job 4 and 7? Because just to show you, like, this man, he probably more than likely, because I showed you that the judgment happens here on earth. You feel me? And it's all based off of what you did in the past, especially if you're not keeping the law. But get this real quick.
This is Job chapter 4 verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off?
So nobody that perished, like say you got children out here getting aborted. You got, I remember I seen a video on World Stars, a little Arab little girl, she got ran over by a garbage truck in New York. Like, they probably did something in their past life in order for that to happen. And it's, you know what I mean, it's unfortunate, but you know what I mean, that's why the Most High is cold, man. That's why he's a terror he's a terror to the heathen, and you know what I mean? And that's why we should fear him. We should reverence him just like we reverence our parents. And yeah, bro, like he's cold out here, but yeah, this is a good example, brother. Go ahead.
John chapter 9 verse 1. And as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents?
So he said, who did sin, this man or his parents?
That he was born blind.
That he was born blind, right?
Jesus answered, neither had this man sinned nor his parents.
Right, and that debunks, because you got often, and I will put a pin on this, because oftentimes we have people that come up here like, we're all sinners. I'm sure you heard that, right? Like people be saying like, oh, we're all sinners. Nobody's. It's not possible. They got a defeatist mentality, like, oh, we can't stop sinning. I can't put the pork down. Weak as hell. You feel me?
But that the works of God shall.
Can you read that again?
Verse 3?
Yeah, 3, yeah.
John chapter 9, verse 3. Jesus answered, neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him.
Right. So the Most High made that happen, basically. And yeah, that's a great example. But what else did you have, bro?
19 and 38.
1919. What did that say?
20. Yeah.
Okay.
19,
Oh yeah, that's a great one. Yeah.
Matthew chapter 19, verse 28. And Jesus said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration.
There's that word, regeneration.
In the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory.
And he's talking to the 12 right here, to the 12 disciples. You good, bro?
Ye also shall sit upon the 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Judging the 12 tribes of Israel. You said what? Oh, that's Matthew 19 and 28, I think. But yeah, and then I know like a lot of like people into Hinduism or just, you know, East Indians, they believe in what you would call reincarnation, and we have to like see the you know the distinction, you know what I mean? Because I mean I'm not too knowledgeable, but I know they believe they could come back as a grasshopper or like a fish or something, you know what I mean? And here it's actually what you got? I was gonna say Exodus 20, but what you got?
5 and 9, visiting the iniquity.
Oh yeah. You can get that. Yeah. I was going to do the
Same thing. Gotcha. I know it says it 4 times in the Torah.
Yeah.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 5, verse 9. Thou shalt not bow down to thyself unto them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me.
And then, you know what I mean, it's only talking about idolatry, because that's the main sin that's the main sin that we just can't, that our people have a hard time dealing with. Because I remember, you know, I mean, he used to be our deacon, but he said that, you know what I mean, Christianity is worse than crack. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean, all these religions, they lead our people into sin. They give them you know what I mean, the permission to continue sinning, killing themselves, like, and yeah, like, I'm sure you heard, like, because it says unto every 3rd or 4th generation. I don't know if you ever heard, like, probably like a grandparent or like a great aunt tell you, like, oh, you remind me of so and so. Probably talking about their father or their uncle, because more than likely, you know what I mean, you were probably that person. You probably came back again 3 or 4 generations later. You feel me? Like, but I mean, did you have any other questions, bro? Or I mean, did you want to chime in, or what'd you think about that? Like,
I gotta chew on it.
You said what?
I gotta chew on it. I gotta think on it.
Oh yeah, of course. You know what I mean?
Again, but the water, and you know, I talked to a brother, and he's mentioned some of the things you guys said. He didn't bring out all the precepts y'all bring out, so I appreciate it. It's interesting though. It's interesting because, you know, I grew up being taught that reincarnation is like just a false idea. Yeah. And I know this, and I know you're not saying that. Yeah. But there's like, and correct me if I'm wrong, please. Okay. Like, it seems like there's kind of a similar kind of, because it's not the same. So I'm not even saying, you can't compare the two. I'm not trying to compare the two. You said almost like the thought behind it almost is like you can't escape from what you do, right? And he said that I'm going to visit the iniquity of the fathers on the 2nd and 3rd generation. Yeah. I don't know, it's just interesting. I just got to think about it more, honestly. I just, like, this is the most I've really ever heard on it. Yeah.
But you talking about just as far as like there's similarities to reincarnation, you're saying?
Well, like again, I'm not saying it's reincarnation, but it's like this being the first time I'm really hearing about it, it almost kind of sounds like it. You know what I mean? If I could be honest. Yeah. But I know it's not that. You feel me? Because obviously, I don't think, and nobody, you know, up there said we could come back as a donkey or a bird or something. You know what I mean? Something wild like that, right? But I think the thing that kind of throws me off is the idea. So I'm gonna tell you what the brother told me. So maybe y'all can bring out something. He was just saying, like, basically something about the spirit being brought back every 3 generations or something like that. Okay.
No, I mean, yeah, it's kind of like what we read, like, you know what I mean? Just like I mentioned, like the last example.
So what does that mean for all of us?
For all of us?
Yeah, right here, right now. What does that mean? Like,
I mean, a lot of us, you know what I mean, say say we do get saved, you know what I mean, and we're not of the elect, and we die here in America. I mean, he's going to save Israel regardless, you know what I mean? And we're probably born again in the kingdom. Because, yeah, like, I don't know.
Messing my head up right now.
You able to, you processing that or no?
I'm trying.
Because y'all understand,
like, update on my brain, bro.
You got to clarify your question. Are you saying, like, are we living out our judgments right now? Or are you asking about the future tense, how we saying? Or what? Explain your question a little better.
Yeah, more so on the lines of, are we living out our judgments right now? Because if there's a regeneration, and I'm just going to say something wild, and maybe it's wild, maybe it's not, right? But so if I've been here before, and the brother was telling me I don't remember the past, but things can happen that I'm being judged for and from the past, and I have no control over that, right? It's almost like what does that mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I've never heard that before. So I'm like, I'm trying to grasp that as I think about my life experiences. You know, because my life hasn't just been crazy. I know the things I did, I brought on myself. So I don't really look at my life and be like, dang, this happened to me. Dang, this happened. Because I was out there doing stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I made decisions and there's consequences.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to understand, like, what does that look like? Because I don't want to necessarily make me the example, but what does that look like for us?
Yeah.
Like us right here on 16th and Mission. Like, what is that? Like, so you, like, not to point at you, brother, but like,
Yeah,
so
go
you,
ahead.
so you're saying that you're living out basically Yahweh's will with the same spirit, not remembering what you did before, but being judged here on earth. So basically, so basically, if the judgment is happening now and we stay faithful, right, then we'll be saved if we endure to the end, right? But if we don't endure to the end, you're saying there's a possibility we come back and then we're punished for what we didn't do this time right now?
I mean, so you're saying if we're born again in the kingdom?
Well, I mean, that's the phrase you said. So yeah, I guess I'll go with that because I don't.
I mean, we won't be sinning in the kingdom. Like, you are familiar with the new covenant? How
yeah, it's law.
We'll be going into the new covenant. So we'll be like, we'll already be like biologically programmed to keep the law. Like, we won't be going off. The only people that will be sinning are the heathen. Right? But I'm sorry. Can you repeat your question though? Like,
it's not even a question, man. I'm just like,
yeah.
I'm just processing it and I'm saying it out loud because I'm just trying to put it together. I'm just like, this is probably like the most foreign concept I've heard biblically to date. You know what I mean? Like, so I just.
Can you give me Lamentations 5 and 7?
I'm just trying to make sense of it in terms of my life.
I know
right?
you kind of mentioned what you got?
2 Ezra 14 and 9.
14 and 9. What does that say?
The same thing that he's going into right now.
Counsels with those like unto you to the end of times.
I told the card. I was a SICARII.
2 Ezra chapter 14 verse 9. For all of you thou shalt be received, thou that remainest, and shall abide by my for all verse 9. For of all thou shalt be received, thou that remainest, and shall abide by my counsels.
So it's talking about the people that remain, that abide in his counsels, meaning what? You doing what he told you to do.
With those like unto thee, until the times shall be ended.
Right? Until the time that shall be ended. It's talking about the end times. I don't know if you're referencing predestination, because like, can you give me actually give me this first. What I told you to get.
I've heard we don't have free will though.
Render it right.
Okay.
So look, this is 2 Ezra 14:9. For thou shalt be taken away from all, and from henceforth thou shalt remain with my son, and with such as be like thee, until the times be ended. So like going back to the point where you were saying all of us are living out our judgment yet, but if you endure how you said, if say the kingdom doesn't come, but you pass away, right, you die, when you go back to the Father, you stay with the Father longer than everybody else does. And he's talking to Ezra's right here, right? So he's saying, Ezra's, you're not going to come back the same 3 generations, 4 generations like everybody else. Same like Elijah. Elijah didn't come back right away. He came back in the time of Christ. You know what I mean? So that I don't know if that is answering your question, how you were saying.
It's giving me more context.
Right. So go ahead. And then
a lot of.
But yeah, bro, like, yeah, we're kind of just, like the brother mentioned, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, we just kind of like, I don't know, this is the best way for me to understand it, but like, you got that, or what you got?
Lamentations?
Lamentations 5 and 7. Yeah.
This is Lamentations chapter 5 verse 7. Our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities.
Our fathers have sinned, right? And they're no longer here, but we're still living out their iniquities. That's why we're finished, like, as a people out here. I mean, we hate each other because ultimately, like, what we more than likely did, we were probably those same exact people. But and what you got? Right here. sir. Go ahead.
This is Job chapter 3, verse 17. In the world of the dead, the wicked and the weary rest without a worry.
Break it down.
Well,
What are you saying with that?
well, kind of going back to how we said that the spirit goes up with the Father. It's both the wicked and the ones who even were doing good. They're both at rest because they both go back to the Father. There's no hell, like how Christianity would teach us, right?
Yeah, but did you have anything else, or like did you want to?
Keeping with this topic too, right here.
Okay.
Like just to ask you a question before the brother goes into it. We're all living out judgment, right? We're all living out judgment right now. Is there anything Christ did to deserve the chastisement that he got?
Absolutely not.
He didn't do anything. Why did he get chastised then?
That's a good question. I mean, there's a scripture that says it made him who knew no sin to become sin for us, that we might become the righteousness in him, right?
So you talking about he became a sacrifice for our sin?
Well, yeah, but I mean, there's a scripture that specifically says he knew no sin.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's above my head. So just bring it out for me.
No, I mean, what are you saying? Like, can you repeat that again? Like, can you just expound a little bit more?
I can expound, bro.
Yeah. What you got, bro? What did you tell you again? 7:14.
Yeah.
All right, get that.
2 Samuel,
Okay.
chapter 7,
Let's start at 12.
verse 12. And when thy days be fulfilled, and thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, I will set up thy seed after thee, which shall proceed out of thy bowels, and I will establish his kingdom.
So this is talking about this is Samuel talking to King David. This is a dual prophecy. He's talking about, first and foremost, he's talking about Solomon. You know what I mean? Because it goes down to the Davidic line. That's who the kings really come from. They don't come from all of Judah. They come from the Davidic line.
He shall build an house for my name, and I will establish the throne of his kingdom forever.
So Solomon did build the temple, but it says that he will establish the throne of his kingdom forever. We obviously know that's not talking about Solomon. He didn't reign forever. You know what I mean, he started going into idolatry with his many wives and concubines that he had. But yeah, Khan, get that.
Verse 14. I will be his father, and he shall be my son. If he committed iniquity, I will chasten him with the rod of men, and with the stripes of the children of men.
Right? So,
Hold on, go ahead.
go ahead. Nah, go ahead, brother.
So you saying Yahushua was punished for Solomon?
I mean, it was already preordained for him to be punished.
Right. Kind.
Yeah.
So like the brother, like how we brought out right there, right? Solomon, the prophecy or the thing that was supposed to happen for David's children, he's supposed to establish the kingdom, and if he commits iniquity, right? Like how the brother said, Solomon definitely committed iniquity. He went into idolatry, right? Did he ever get punished for it?
Not that I know of.
You can't point nowhere where he got punished for everything that he did.
Right.
So we believe Christ is Solomon in the regeneration. Christ is Solomon, right? Get Matthew 1:1.
Matthew chapter 1, verse 1. The book of the generation.
The what?
The book of the generation of Jesus Christ, the son of David.
Who's the son of David?
Kind.
Who's the son of David?
Jesus Christ. It's Solomon.
Solomon. Keep going.
Right.
The son of Abraham.
Who's the son of Abraham? Isaac. Right? So we believe Christ is the regenerated form of Solomon and Isaac. Even when you go back to the verse where he says, behold, in the King James it says, behold, a greater than Solomon is here. When you read that in the manuscripts, it says a greater Solomon is here. He's a better Solomon. I mean, so here.
But yeah, and actually, give me this real quick, bro.
This is 1 Peter. This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 19 and 20. But with the precious blood of Christ, as of a lamb, without blemish and without spot, who verily was foreordained before the foundation of the world.
So he was foreordained. You know what that word foreordained means? He was preordained. Like, it was already determined that he was gonna be a spotless and blameless lamb. But go ahead.
Before the foundation of the world, but was manifest in these last times for you.
He was manifest in these last days for us. But did you read that whole thing? Let me see.
That was 20.
Yeah, but it says before the foundation of the earth. So it was already determined that he was going to die for our sins. I don't know, like, do you have any other further questions about that, bro?
No.
Yeah, man.
I need to think on that for the rest of the day.
You said what?
I don't have any more questions today.
Yeah, but I mean, and that just goes to show you that we don't have free will. You know what I mean, like, because Christ didn't have free will. He's a second in command. You know what I mean, like, to the Father. Like, he says he's better than the angels. Like, and I remember right before he was supposed to get put to death, he said he could bring a legion of angels if he wanted. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, bro, like, I don't know. Do you have any further? I mean, I know you said you don't have any other questions, but any other topic or not? I mean, hopefully, you know what I mean?
Maybe in an hour.
I did my best.
Nah, the water. Oh yeah, I appreciate it because that's way more information than I had with the brief conversation with the brother, and that's way more information than I ever heard on that. I've never heard nothing on that topic before today.
Yeah.
Like the car said something in passing, and I was just like, huh? And he kind of gave me a quick explanation. But we were texting though, you know, so it wasn't really a context to have a conversation. It was late, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I appreciate it. The water. I'm gonna have to go through that and meditate and pray on that because I've never heard that, but it got me thinking. It got me thinking a lot. Like a lot. A lot.
Yeah, bro. If you wanna bring up the topic again, if you want, you know what I mean, if you want to present something new, hopefully, you know what I mean. If I don't have the answer, Lord willing, one of the brothers got an answer for you. But
yeah,
yeah, bro.